This is Chicago. At the dawn of the 21st century, Chicago's media was dominated by a handful of major corporations. But a resistance movement arose to free Chicago's media from their clutches. One player in this movement is the Chicago Independent Media Center and its TV show, Chicago Independent Television. The Independent Media Center is a worldwide network of grassroots correspondents committed to using the tools of the media for promoting social and economic justice. You are watching this month's dispatch from the Chicago Independent Media Center.
Welcome to Chicago Independent Television, a collection of progressive video reports by grassroots media workers produced free from corporate or commercial support or influence. I'm your host, Veronica Castro. In this episode, we'll see segments direct from the scenes of Occupy Wall Street in New York and Occupy Chicago here in the Windy City. We'll also join with a recent protest for peace in Chicago on the 10th anniversary of the U.S. war in Afghanistan. Stay with us.
Chicago Independent Television is not brought to you by AT&T, the company lobbying hard to destroy network neutrality and public access television. Learn more at SaveTheInternet.com. AT&T, your world degraded. Nor by Blackwater, a worldwide leader in security and murder. Learn more at BlackwaterBook.com. Blackwater, we kill innocent Iraqis so that you can feel more secure.
Welcome back to Chicago Independent Television. The Occupy Wall Street movement has dramatically grown from a single summer call-out by the magazine Adbusters into a worldwide protest of historic proportions. In this next segment, we'll go to where it all began, the Occupy Wall Street encampment in New York.
We're recruiting, bike walk.
On Saturday, September 24th, hundreds gathered for a non-permanent march on the 8th day of the Occupy Wall Street campaign.
Mic check!
Mic check!
If you are
Arrested!
Please shout out
Your
whole name and your date of birth.
Hey! Ho, ho! Corporate greed has got you.
The march started circling Zuccotti Park, where some have been living for the past week, before going south down Broadway to Wall Street. Once at Wall Street, the protesters funneled into the narrow sidewalks due to the fact that since the occupation started, Wall Street has been barricaded. It was here that the first of many arrests that day occurred. A man was dragged out of the barricade by police officers. From the angle I was at, it was impossible to see what, if anything, the man had done. The protesters continued down Wall Street, and on a street nearby, a man sat down on the street, refusing to leave.
I saw these people and I couldn't stop.
I saw these people and I could not stop.
Take me.
Take me.
Take me. Take me. Take me. Take me. I submit. I submit.
Folks, you gotta get
I
out of this
submit.
meeting, okay?
Take me. I submit. Take me. I submit. Take me. I submit. I submit. Take me. Take me. I submit. I submit. I won't watch.
The police officers cuffed him and brought him to a squad car.
I will not watch. I will not watch.
Back up. You're going with them to jail. I'm just going with them to jail. Back up. I'm just getting it. Hey, that's unnecessary. Back up. Back up.
They'll take your home. My dad has a PhD, and they took his home. He's got cancer, and he's gonna die. Don't just stand by. Do something.
Back up.
Please do something. Please do something. I'm from Woodbury, Minnesota. I go to school. I'm a law student at George Washington University. Take me. I submit. Take me. Take me. You have a telephone number. 651-501-571. Thank you.
While this was happening, another woman, who onlookers said was taking pictures of the first man's arrest, was also arrested.
They have my bags. They're hurting my wrist. They're hurting my wrist.
Everyone else caught it resisting. Get back!
After these 3 arrests, the march went on north. As they marched, protesters began to spill out of the sidewalks onto the streets in violation of the law.
Streets! Our streets! Whose streets? Our streets! Whose streets? Our streets! Whose streets? Our streets! Whose streets? Our streets!
The police tried to block the march and funnel it onto the sidewalks.
Fascists with a fucking scooter! Stay together!
After failing to stop the march on scooters, the police set up a barricade. During some of these skirmishes, violence erupted, and some arrests probably occurred. However, from the angle I was at, all I saw was confusion. However, the police were outnumbered by the protesters, who easily broke through. By this time, the march had reached the tourist-laden streets of Soho, bringing almost all traffic to a standstill. Protesters yelled at the shoppers and tourists to join them. Despite being outnumbered, the police followed close behind and tried at least a few more times, unsuccessfully, to divert the march to the sidewalks. In another plethora of confusion, a woman was arrested, claiming that she did nothing wrong.
I just asked not to be touched. That's all. I asked not to be touched. That's all.
Let her go! Let her go! Let her go! Let her go! Let her go!
I have not been read my rights. I have not been told why I'm being detained. I asked for badge numbers. I said not to be touched. I would like to speak to someone higher up. I am peaceful. Please, I am an American citizen. Please, please. I would like to speak to someone higher up.
Go ahead. Yeah.
With no definite route, the protesters gathered in Union Square. However, while the protesters stood stationary in the park, the police gathered together with orange nets on 14th Street in attempts to finally put an end to the march blocking traffic. When the protesters left Union Square and attempted to march onto 14th Street, they were greeted by orange nets and arrests. The police were not joking around, and were trying as hard as they could to control the protest. But the result was just more confusion, in which at least 2 arrests occurred, including this one, where an officer is seen with his foot pushing down on a protester's neck.
Back up. Back up. I'm not going to ask you again. Back up. You're getting arrested. Back up or get arrested.
Stop it!
After the confusion on 14th Street, the protest became fragmented, with a large group heading south down University Place, where the police tried once again to get the protesters out of the street. It was absolute chaos at the corner of 12th Street and University Place. Filming from on top of a garbage can, it was impossible to see what was happening in the fluctuating clusters of cops, protesters, and journalists. All I could see was countless protesters being dragged by the police to nearby vans.
They know it's real.
The arrests continued, one after another, after another, after another, until eventually the cops had cleared the entire intersection of 12th and University.
What about the freedom that our forefathers fucking died for?
I actually, okay, so you're on the airplane and
Choke it up. Like tuna fish.
After they cleared out the intersection, the police moved to enclose the block on 12th Street between University Place and 5th Avenue. On one side of the sidewalk were the protesters arrested by the police. On the other side, there were protesters, journalists, and residents who just happened to be on the sidewalk.
I have no idea what's going on, man. I really don't. I'm just here to... Me and my friend were going to go get a sandwich, and we walked on the street, which I guess was a mistake, and then we got caught in this protest. I don't know what's really going on.
It was unclear if the people who weren't arrested could leave the barricade.
Right there, all right? Those people ain't allowed to leave.
They're bringing them
Close it up. Close it up. Close those people up. Close them up. Close them up. No, don't let them leave. Don't let them leave. Excuse me? No. Those people ain't leaving. Turn around. Just stand against the wall. Turn around and stand against the wall. Turn around against the wall. Turn around against the wall.
At one point, an officer demanded that no one leave and that everyone line up against the wall to prepare for arrest.
Turn around against the wall. Get up against the wall, sir.
They're arresting everyone in the protest. Everyone who was part of the protest today and was caught on that side of the sidewalk is being tied up and arrested brutally. And they're doing violent stuff to everyone right now. I'm not even part of this. I'm just trying to get to my fucking ride, and they're detaining me right now illegally because I'm on a sidewalk when other people are on a sidewalk that have been doing something wrong. I don't know why I'm here. I don't know why I'm being detained, but apparently I am for some reason. I don't know.
Can I get out too? Yeah, please. Start moving. If you're not part of this, you better get going. Media out.
Luckily for me, another cop said that all residents and journalists could go.
I have no idea what's going on. I was walking down the sidewalk and they just tried to arrest me. Yeah. So clearly, you know, wow.
Are you even part of this protest?
No, I'm walking to lunch.
Through the street and they slammed us up against the wall. They threw some guy against me.
Down. They've been arresting everyone.
Ambulance coming through, all right?
On the sidewalk, you're blocking traffic. Let them go! Let them go!
In all, the police arrested over 80 protesters and had to commandeer a city bus to take everyone away. The protesters walked back in fragmented groups to Zuccotti Park. Despite an increased police presence and intelligence that the police might attempt to take the square, no more arrests occurred, and the occupation survived for yet another day.
Chicago Independent Television is not brought to you by Coca-Cola, whose logo is stained red by the blood of murdered Colombian labor union organizers. Learn more at killercoke.org. Coke, the drink of the death squads. Nor by McDonald's, environmental destruction, unhealthy food, low wages, and repressed labor rights, and lawsuits against people who talk about it. Learn more at mclibel.org. McDonald's, I'm not loving it.